You ready?
You're off.
Okay. Good morning, Mel. Nice to have you here. Thanks for
Morning,
joining us.
morning, Molly. How you doing?
Great. And might I say, what a lovely piece of jewelry you're wearing.
This is not jewelry. This is not costume jewelry. This is an award. This is a medal for the best show ever to play Ghana. They were very kind, and we beat Wicked, and we beat South Pacific, and what else played Ghana? And I think Guys and Dolls. It was just Guys. They didn't allow the dolls for some reason, and I think the last show was Mamma Mia, and or was it Jersey Boys? I think, yeah, all of those shows played. They loved Young Frankenstein the most, and they said, Gawan San Tutan Gugu, give this award to Mel Brooks with our love and thank him for Blazing Saddles. I said, you got it, guys.
That's quite an award.
Yeah. It's a beautiful award.
Well, I feel like you're carrying a gold medallion around your neck, so perhaps we should put it in a safer place for our next round of questions.
Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Just hang on. I can't really get it off because there's something there.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
Don't tell the people in Ghana what we just did with that award.
All right.
Okay, here you go.
It's been written that you attended your first musical at age 9. What would you say to parents thinking of making their children's first musical, Young Frankenstein?
Well, any musical comedy that's not too bawdy or not too doesn't have sexual innuendo is like a thrill to a 9-year-old. I remember seeing, what did I see? I saw Cole Porter's at 9. First musical I ever saw, it was Anything Goes. Ethel Merman came on the stage. I was sitting in the last seat in the last row of the last balcony, and I said to my Uncle Joe, she's so loud, And there were no mics in those days. And what a show. It was William Gaxton and Ethel Merman. I never forgot it. It was called Anything Goes. When they sang Anything Goes, a bit of stocking was looking on as something shocking, but heaven knows anything goes. And then they did You're the Top, and and they sang All Through the Night. I mean, all these incredible Cole Porter. I think that's why, excuse me, I think that's why I love musical comedy so much.
And you seem to do everything big, and this show is no exception with your huge numbers directed and choreographed by Susan Stroman, the massive laboratory you've got on stage, so lightning, even your 7-foot monster. You love big when it comes to theater.
Yeah, I love big. Big is good. People pay a lot of money to go to the theater. I don't know what our prices are. There's somewhere between 25 and $75, and that's a goodly sum. And you should give them something big for it, And it's like everything is big these days. You go to the movies and you get a garbage can size popcorn. It takes up another seat. But everything is big is not enough though. I think good counts. It's got to be good. It's got to be bright. It's got to be witty. It's got to be winsome and winning. And it's just got to be a hell of a good show.
And many fans of your work, and specifically Young Frankenstein, praise you as a genius and having a gift. What do you have to say to those fans?
I say, well, I say you're right. I am a genius, and thank you for finding that out. However, I love doing it, and I get paid to do it, and I'm lucky. You can end up cutting garments on 7th Avenue in New York City. You could end up driving a truck from here to Minneapolis, and having to unload it, which is a lot of work. I mean, you could work in a bakery and be covered with flour all day. There are a lot of jobs you can do, and I'm so lucky that I've got a really delicious job. The best part of the job is casting the chorus line. I mean, girls with legs that start at their shoulders, such beautiful. It's such a good job. I mean,
And apparently Young Frankenstein is coming up on its 35th anniversary. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Well, I'm probably gonna have somebody tailor me some. I'm really gonna celebrate champagne but I'm gonna have a special tails made with a hump, so that I can. There's nothing like a hump.
And people say that you are a genius and that you have a gift. What would you say to those people?
I'd say I do, but I'm going to keep it. It's my gift. I'm not going to wrap it up and give it to anybody else. I'm not a genius, and I don't have a gift. I'm a lucky guy who is alert and has a penchant for musical comedy. I mean, I love it, and I don't know, Carmen Gia in The Producers. That's played by Andreas Voutsinas in the film, and Roger Bart on the stage in The Producers. But Carmen Gia, as played by Voutsinas, Andreas Voutsinas. Andreas used to say to me, he was a very close friend, used to say to me, or you got it or you ain't. And I'd say, unless we're in America, Andreas, you cannot start a sentence with or, But anyway, it's true. When I'm casting, in like 10 seconds, some girl will begin singing a song, and I'll say, she's got it. Ask her to come back. Or I'll say, next, but not to her, because it's you don't want to be harsh. These people put their heart on their sleeve, and they perform, and no matter what they do, you've got to encourage them and be kind. But when somebody's talented. When Roger Bart auditioned for I don't know, he auditioned for Liebkind, I think, in The Producers. He's for the writer and the German. He was good, but he wasn't right. But then Stroh saw something and said, have him audition for Carmen Gia, and he did. And the minute he began to play Carmen, we said, he's got it, So or you got it or you ain't. And I know in 10 seconds whether somebody's gifted and talented.
And you also have a great team or sidekicks around you, Tom Meehan and also Susan Stroman, the three of you together, I understand.
And don't forget Glenn Kelly, who does our dance arrangements and musical arrangements, and he's a bit of a musical genius, and he takes a simple 32-bar song that I write, and with his harmonies and and arrangements, he can turn it into a spectacular number.
And as we want to, first of all, thank you for your time today, but can you give us your favorite line from the musical and in character?
He was my boyfriend.
Thank you, the one and only Mel Brooks. Thanks. Okay, that's a wrap.
Okay.